let's get on the scales and see where we're at this week. 271 pounds. So that means, according to what we have here, we have lost 4.4 pounds. That's great. Okay. Happy Monday, everybody. Thomas here from Getting My Life Back, the channel dedicated to bringing this number down. It is good to be back. Good to be back talking to you guys, sharing the events and the news that has transpired over the last week. Now, it's been a good week. A good week and a whole line of good weeks. Starting weight, 326.6 pounds. My current weight, as you saw, 271 pounds. That means my total lost 55.6 pounds. Target weight, 175. That means that I am now 96 pounds away from my target. That makes me really, really happy. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm getting pretty psyched about it. Now, for the YouTube stats, I've kind of just thrown these in there because I thought that could be a neat thing for those who may be looking to learn a little bit more about a fledgling YouTube channel, if that can help. Since last week, I went from 138 to 171 subs. My views have grown from 3881 to 4752, almost 1,000 views in a week. That had a huge part to do with my last video, which was losing 50 pounds before and after. Now, my watch time as well has gone up 46 hours. So I'm now at 228.4 watch hours. Overall, it's been a really, really good week. Now that I'm 55.6 pounds down, getting further into that comfortable area of 96 pounds away from my target, it just feels good. Feels really good. So I lost over 4 pounds of weight between last week and today. So how am I doing this? How is it happening? Really easy. Exercising, eating right, eating less. Those three things. Honestly, really. So I know that it's easy to look at all of this. It's easy to look at this line and think, wow, this is all kind of simple, easy. The principles are very, very simple. So mind-numbingly dull that, I keep reiterating them in the video, but I just want to harp on that. It is easy. It is eat less, eat healthier, and then move a little bit more. Now, I'm not talking, between here and now running marathons. I'm not. This down to here is a result of moving more, just getting up throughout the day. If you work at a desk, stand up every now and then. Just walk around, check out the room, go outside, walk in the parking lot on your break time. Just making the most of your time. Now, to me, I don't know if you guys are into this, but the new Fallout series on Amazon has come out. And this has just been a godsend for me because now I will just be standing on the spot doing this throughout the whole show. An hour, 1 hour almost, from the beginning to the end. I'll just be running on the spot and I love it. Makes me happy. I feel pumped. I feel good and excited. But yeah, life is good. This did not come from here through lack of hard work. All of this is made possible by putting aside your wants, focusing on your needs. Now, what's happened over the course of this week? We've had some progress made in the She Shed. You guys may or may not have seen a picture of that on the community page. That's cool. My wife and I are planning a hike. Rather, I'm planning a hike and my wife is kind of supporting me. Speaking of my wife, she's actually getting really into this whole idea of becoming fitter and becoming healthier. And so she's embarking on her own fitness journey. I'm not going to share too much of it because I haven't actually spoken to her about sharing it, but I'll just tell her that I'll just say she's been such an inspiration to me. So that's been really, really cool. And then now, of course, I am getting closer and closer to my target goal, hoping to get down to my goal weight right here at the end of the year. Now, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, is this actually possible? can I actually get down there? I don't want to get myself too excited because, like I've always said, I live in reality and I know that this is probably not going to happen. But the more weeks I'm getting on the scale, I'm like, oh, 4 pounds lost, 4 point something pounds. What is going on here? It's kind of exciting. The biggest focus on this, on all of this, on losing the weight and all this, that I cannot stress enough is listen to your body. Your body is the best thing, the best person at telling you what is good and what isn't good for you. Now, I know it is so easy to say, well, I can just push through and not have a meal. If your body needs that meal, it'll tell you. There are signs. Your body will give you plenty of signs. Listen to it, please. I have been really fortunate. I've been listening to my body. My body's telling me, hey, you're thirsty. You need to drink some water. Water is what I drink. If my body's saying, hey, I'm not really hungry right now, then you know what? We're not eating. This is a relationship. This is a symbiotic relationship. My mind, the Thomas, is having to start to listen to my body a little bit more. My body's saying, don't do that. I don't. If my body's saying, well, you could use a little bit more, I'll use a little bit more. So all of this is communication, right? Going to the store today, I had to pick up some stuff for my wife and for myself for my dinner. We're having this turkey bowl tonight that I've made, and it's really good. Basically, ground turkey, a whole bunch of vegetables, kind of just mixed up. It's really, really good. I really like it. But I've been doing this stuff, and cooking, homemade cooking, has been a huge part of all this. Again, doing something for yourself, having something that you can turn back and say, hey, I did that. I made that. Is a really good feeling. It's good for your morale. It's good for yourself. And it's just good to learn new things. So I can thoroughly recommend that, from me personally. So over this next week, so I believe next Tuesday will still be April. It's the 22nd today. 24th. It's something. It's the 22nd. Yes. So I believe we're still we're still going to be in April next week. My mind's a little scatterbrained. Mondays are always tough for me. But maybe, possibly, I'm going to be down to 60 pounds lost by the end of April. That's a huge milestone for me, guys. Huge. I didn't think this was possible. I really didn't. I'm not just bragging here. I didn't think it was possible to get to where I am today. This and getting on the scales, like you see at the beginning of every video, this is the honest truth. Behind the scenes, like I said, the focus is moving more, eating better. That's it. There are no pills, there are no drugs, there's no juices, there's no sort of cleanses, there's no, I can't think of anything else, like no laxatives, nothing. This is just doing what I can to be as healthy as I possibly can, while also enjoying the things that I like. I like food. I like to drink. Like, I like my sodas. I like my hot dogs, right? So how can I achieve this, my goal, while also being able to enjoy the things that make me happy? Well, you got to focus on shifting your mindset a little bit and realizing that food's always going to be there, but you might just need to make a little bit of a cutback for a little while. That's okay. It's all right. So this is where we are. Losing weight, little by little, maybe not as fast as some, maybe not as slow as others, but we're just doing it at our own pace. Every week, get on the scales. Every week, show you guys. Every week, share what has happened. That way, you guys can formulate your own opinions. That way, you guys can hopefully structure your own maybe diet, meal plan, fitness plan around this. I am lazy. I'm very lazy. I work hard at work. I work hard at my job. I'm incredibly hardworking. But when I'm not at work, I'm pretty lazy. I'm pretty set to sit on the couch. But I am trying just a little bit to push myself out of that comfort zone. I know that if I do too much at once, I'm going to have issues. So it's just little nudges. There's no shame in it. Like I said, the number's going down. People may tell you that you're doing it all wrong. But if you're doing it in a way that works for you, makes you happy, that's all that matters. So just to kind of cap off, She Shed's going good. Weight loss, as you can see, it is coming down. And happiness is up. Life is good right now. I'm really, really happy. And for those of you who've been asking, because a few of you have, the job's been going really well, the new job. And yeah, I'm really proud of the channel. Really, really proud. So I guess we're now at the point where the shirt's got to come off, right? We gotta see how everything looks. So yeah, all right, let's do it. All right. For those of you who've also not been subscribed to the channel, and maybe this is your first time watching, I mentioned in one of my first videos that I have always been really self-conscious, gotten a bunch of anxiety about taking my shirt off in public. Whether I'm at a lake, at a beach, I hate it, and I really try and avoid it wherever possible. Doing this, just get my shirt off here, is just kind of my way of saying, you know what? I'm getting there. I'm getting better, and I've just got to push myself. So this is where I am now. A little bit less than I was at the beginning of the year, you know? That and that's the result of a lot of work. But I'm also, like I said, only a third of the way there. So all of this is still got to go. And it will. It will eventually. Whether it takes me to December, whether it takes me to next year or the year after. So yeah, that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great week and take care. Bye-bye.